Opening up the second half of action here, Norristown ahead by 7 points, 29-22 here. And thus far, Norristown really has executed fairly well. Their game plan traditionally is their up-tempo defense, creating easy buckets for the offense, and that's been there pretty much. If they would have converted a couple more, would have been a little bit easier on them. But yet they've got a 7-point advantage over one of the quality teams in the area in Neshaminy. And the scoring for Neshaminy thus far is Kaz Thomas has 12, and he's pretty much the only known entity of Neshaminy to really do any damage against the Eagles tonight. Jeff Lippincott has 5, but they were an important 5 because he's the second leading scorer. And then finally Sean Quenzer has 3, and Antoine Lovelace only has a deuce so far. So they've really done a good job shutting down Bihar and Lovelace as Marcus Green strips Neshaminy and prevents a Neshaminy possession on that one. Norristown working against a 2-3 defense of Neshaminy. Inside penetrating, we've got a walk, but that was Shockley trying to split the middle. Coach McGee throwing his hands up in the air. He didn't see the steps the same way that the referee did. And Norristown opens up in the full court pressure. They did have a wide open Kaz Thomas. However, the pass was errant off the rim and winds up in the hands of TJ Tolson. Cross court over to Maurice Allen, who misses a 3-point shot. And Kaz Thomas at the other end of the court all of a sudden grabs the board. Bihar yet to be heard from, as I mentioned. Having a rough time of it against Marcus Green, who read his scouting report and has followed through with it. Lovelace long on the 3. Maurice Allen one-on-one. Interesting to see what happens here. Maurice just elevates right over top of Lovelace. Makes good on the bucket. It's now 31-22 in favor of Norristown. And we're just under, right at 6:40 here in the third quarter.
Kaz Thomas leading the scoring for Neshaminy so far. He's got 12 points, 12 of 22. Here comes the ball, John. It's ours.
It's the most varsity action I've seen. Well, it's the most varsity action I've ever had, to be honest with you.
Yikes.
Did you see that dish, though? That was good, good ball handling. Like a good handle, don't you think?
Good. I thought you should have plunked the referee on the head, but that's okay. That's Lovelace with the ball. Oh, another block there, but it's by Shockley this time.
Nice recognition, though, underneath the sequencer that was wide open.
Tolson with a little 5-footer.
Tolson's got 6 tonight. He's having a nice game.
Bihar long bounce pass to number 32, Kaz Thomas, and he's fouled.
That was more of a light touch than a foul.
Luckily, the foul was on Maurice Allen. That'll be his first foul. Could have been on Moore, but it wasn't. Moore has 2 fouls. And here goes Kaz Thomas to the free throw line to add to his total. Thomas now with 13 points.
He is far and away the most dominant player so far tonight for Neshaminy. Although I still expect Bihar to at some point make a basket. I've adjusted my my prediction from 20 to 2.
2?
Right.
Yeah, he'd be happy with 2 right now. As Marcus Green pushes it up to Maurice Allen. Maurice Allen pulls up for the shot. It's no good. Eddie Moore didn't time his jump there, but Maurice Allen gets his own rebound. Marcus Green now dribbling the ball, guarded by Adam Bihar. Shockley near the Norristown bench to Tolson on the baseline. Shot's no good, but Eddie Moore's right there, and he draws the foul.
Great job by Ed Moore establishing an inside presence, grabbing the board and putting it right back.
He was too far underneath the basket, so he needed to lean forward a little bit, and he leaned right into a Neshaminy player and got the foul.
It's nice to see him pick a rebound out of the sky like that.
Fouls on Jeff Lippincott, his second foul as Eddie Moore goes to the line.
If Lippincott gets into trouble, that could be a disaster for this Neshaminy team. They certainly don't have anyone close to his height.
Moore with 5 points now. Norristown with a 10-point lead as Ed Moore puts up his second shot, and it's good. It's 35-24. Maurice Allen guarding Lovelace there. Lovelace takes a shot. It's a little short and also partially tipped by Eddie Moore, but the Redskins retain the ball.
Lovelace is a smooth one-on-one offensive player. He hasn't really shown it a whole lot tonight, but you can tell he's able to create his own shot.
Shot doesn't go anymore with the rebound. Ahead to Tolson. Tolson puts up the shot. Probably could have got the foul there.
Absolutely. I think I can see the bruise already forming on his forearm. That's horrendous right there.
Here's Lovelace dribbling against Maurice Allen. Over to Bihar. Does he have a shot? No! Basket's just not open for him as Lippincott gets a second shot, and the ball goes out. It belongs to the Redskins as we get a new player here on the floor. That's Matt Piuma, who we thought was starting the game, but it was not. It's number 33, Matt Piuma for the Redskins.
Bihar cannot get the lid off the cup.
That's right.
On the flip side, that
Look out. Oh, he lost the dribble there. Maurice Allen off to Marcus Green. Green draws the foul. Nice job by Marcus Green.
Maurice lost the handle. Potentially could have been a no-point situation for Norristown, but he had it enough to push it on down to Marcus Green, who will go to the line and try to get 2 points out of it. But that no call against Tolson, first of all, he doesn't get to go to the line. They don't have another foul against Neshaminy. But most importantly, it's frustrating for a player on the court who's not getting a call, and it's going to affect your play on defense and back when you're on offense again.
That's right. I've seen a lot of basketball action in the last 2 weeks at Ursinus and here at Norristown, and I don't see many coaches walking away too happy with the officials. There's a lot of calls going the opposite way of some coaches, and a lot of no calls from officials. I know down at Ursinus last night we had a women's game where technical fouls were flying all over the place because the coaches were just totally upset with the officiating.
Well, what do you think of that? As we're watching, Bihar just busted the cap off the basket. What do you think of that Washington Bullets pro game where the referee admitted to calling a foul against someone other than Chris Webber, so Webber could stay in the game and keep it close? Did you hear that?
No, I heard some traces of that.
It's mind-boggling.
There's no place in that for professional sports, and once you start doing that, you're going to start playing favorites. They already play favorites with Michael Jordan, but you play favorites, outside the realm of Jordan, as Eddie Moore puts up a three-pointer and he makes it, and Lippincott ends up on the floor.
Right in the face of Lippincott.
Lippincott's like, what are you doing? A 6'8" guy taking a three-point shot, but he made it. There's no place in that in professional sports, because once you start doing it for the non-Jordans, you're going to do it for everybody, and it's going to get totally out of hand. All it is going to be money and revenue, and I won't watch basketball anymore. I've stopped watching baseball. Basketball's next.
All right, as long as we're on the topic of professional sports, let's squeeze these in real quick. Sunday.
Packers.
Right, you heard it.
Everybody's going with Denver, and they want to see John Elway get a trophy. Yeah, that'd be nice, but
Schaefer's 5-star lock of the week. Cash it in,
yep.
Packers.
You don't even have to call me on my 1-900 line there, as Adam Bihar gets another basket, and he has 4 points now. He has double what you said he was going to get. And now Maurice Allen responds back with his own version of the layup.
7 points for Maurice.
Piuma with the ball now. Harassed by Maurice Allen. And the ball goes off to Sean Kenzer, who's fouled right away by Ryan Shockley.
Maurice with his signature high elevation on his layups.
Indeed, and then his tenacious defense right back after the shot. He's right in the face of someone or right up next to them wanting to get to that ball. Kenzer brings the ball into Bihar. Bihar guarded by Marcus Green, possibly or arguably the fastest guy in the Suburban 1. I know he's fast for 3 miles. He was on the cross-country team as Cass Thomas does the turnaround and gets 2 points.
41-30 right now at the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. Norristown creeping away a little bit.
Marcus Green, oh, what an ESPN play of the day shot there.
Creeping away a little bit more with that shot. That was an incredibly strong move for the small but strong Marcus Green to get that shot off after being fouled so hard.
Too bad we don't have instant replay, but we do at this time want to mention our cameraman is Andrew Botos, a student here at Norristown High School. He's our cameraman for tonight. We also want to thank Tony Koya for his production of tonight's game, as well as the entire communication staff here at NASD TV, doing another fine job. Foul shot is no good, and Redskins will take over. Piuma's pass inside is kicked by Shockley.
Did you ever see that Lansdale Catholic North Penn highlight of the last play of their game this year?
Yep.
That is one of the final four for the ESPN awards show as play of the year.
The ESPYs.
The ESPYs, exactly right.
Well, I think we should send them a tape of some Norristown Basketball highlights, because I think Marcus Green could get on that SB show real quickly.
That shot, or how about TJ's dunk there?
Yeah, there's been a lot of dunks this year that have really lit up the crowd here. Not only from Tolson, but also from number 15, Maurice Allen. He likes to put the ball above the rim and put himself above the rim.
Well, this is going to amount, if the Eagles can hang on to this 13-point lead, to a very quality win, coming off of a loss, demonstrating a lot of character that they are able to bounce back. I know that the loss that they experienced earlier this week was in large part due to some foul shooting. Norristown hasn't found themselves at the line a lot. But if you have a 13-point lead, hopefully it doesn't come into play that much. But this is a nice win to build on going into the two toughest games for the rest of the season, West and Tenet. And hopefully you can use this as a springboard into the rest of the season and then into districts.
That's right. Redskins in a deficit now by 13 as Bihar goes to Kenzer. Kenzer three-pointer is good. Sean Kenzer now with 2 3-pointers, a total of 6 points. And another turnover for Norristown. Not really sure what that turnover was. Might have been a missed call there.
They got a technical
No.
Timeout. I'm sorry, I thought it looked like a technical.
Timeout to Norristown. John, let's look down the bench there at some players like Ed Martin, Joe Roscoe, Lee Fowler. In any other school, these guys would be starters. And here they're deep on the bench, 12th and 13th. Donald Vaughn, the same thing. Those guys would be starting for most teams. Salim Campbell. It must be frustrating for those guys to sit at the end of the bench. I know they're on a very successful team, but it must be frustrating to work your tail off in practice and then just sit the bench the entire game. I know Joe Roscoe is a popular fan favorite here at the High, but he's just not getting the playing time, and I would think that would be frustrating. It would be demoralizing to an extent.
Well, to some degree, yeah. And as a matter of fact, we have seen these players in extended playing time early on in the season due to injuries and other situations that allowed them to get a chance to play for a good portion of some games this season. So they are valuable for the game, but most importantly, they're valuable at practices. The 5 you see out on the court and the starting 5 don't get to be as good as they are and as successful as they are at 15 and 3 without those guys sitting on the bench right now, giving them a good look in practice week in and week out. If you weaken your bench, you weaken your team automatically. So they provide a very pivotal role for the team, even though on these broadcasts you don't necessarily see it.
Very good analysis there, and Maurice Allen drives a baseline. It's no good, and Weldon scores a basket, and I believe that's Weldon's first 2 points.
No, he's got 4 tonight.
No, he's got 4 altogether as Bihar is being harassed here by Marcus Green. I don't want to condemn Coach McGee, but with a 12-point lead, a minute 54 in the third quarter, I might be going to my bench, resting my starters up for that fourth quarter surge.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, especially with Ed Moore standing at 2 fouls right now.
Matt Puma gets his first 2 points. There's Wiggins and Weldon working it with Ed Moore and Allen and Green on the floor. Marcus Green against Bihar. Pass this to number 31, James Wiggins. He puts up a 3-pointer. It's no good. A rebound, Thomas, but he was out of bounds.
Thomas a little bit frustrated, doing everything he can tonight. He's got 16 points, and he's trying to carry this Redskin squad. And he's not getting as much support as he would like to get, probably out of Bihar. And also, Antoine Lovelace still only has 2 points.
Yeah, Lovelace comes into the game now, and Sean Kenzer takes his seat.
Lovelace is considered one of the premier players of the league.
Well, he hasn't shown us anything tonight. He's shown us a couple dribbling skills, but that's about it.
Yeah, much to the credit of the Norristown defense. That is the key to this squad. As much as it's fun to watch them on offense with the dunks and the 3-point shots and the Marcus Allen dribble penetrations and the Maurice Allen elevations, it's defense that makes this squad go.
And Eddie Moore answers that, and he says he's going to make a little offense of his own. They were very patient with that shot. They spent almost 40 seconds moving the ball around, finally getting Eddie Moore on the inside. He scores a basket, and he goes to the line. Eddie Moore's got to be getting quite a tally over there, John. He's got 11 points. Second Eagle in double figures now, and TJ Tolson is sneaking up on that double figures too.
Yeah, Maurice Allen not too far away himself.
Eddie Moore misses a shot. The rebound goes to Bihar. He head to Puma. Fiuma no match for Marcus Green. Here's Lovelace and Allen. Lovelace with a shot. It's no good. Rebound Wiggins.
The whatever Bihar has, it's contagious. Lovelace has it also. Bihar seems to have shaken it a little bit with 4 points here in the second half as Norristown bleeds the clock out. But Antoine Lovelace has not really done much of anything on the offensive end.
That's true. We're under 20 seconds here in the third quarter to go. Norristown enjoying a 12-point lead, and they're playing their stall tactics again. Finally, the Redskin defense comes forward as Bihar has guarded Green, and he's going to foul Marcus Green. Adam Bihar getting in the action. He has one foul on him.
Not a good move on the part of Bihar. Although they're not in a bonus, so there's no harm done, but there's 8.5 seconds left.
A wasted foul. Stop the clock. It's 8.5 seconds. Marcus Green moving the offense around. Here's Maurice Allen. Allen leans forward, takes a shot. It's no good. Thomas with a rebound, doesn't have time to put up a shot. And Norristown goes into the fourth quarter with a commanding 12-point lead, 47-35. The scoring in that half was 18 points for Norristown and 13 for Neshaminy.
Well, Thomas might have had a remote opportunity to get a shot off there if he didn't make such a production out of that defensive rebound that he had. He wanted to come down with authority and put on a little theatrical performance, which kind of ate up too much of the clock for them to get off a legitimate chance at a last-second shot for the third quarter.
Sort of reminiscent of Mr. Barkley from the NBA. He thinks that every rebound he has to be a big presentation. The sad thing is there's no Oscars in the NBA, although there are those ESPYs, as the Norristown cheerleaders support their Norristown Eagles in a fine fashion.